Hey, it's Ben here. In this video, I'm going to be doing a review of ADA Comply 2.0. This is a cloud-based app that makes websites ADA compliant and includes new lead generation tools in this 2.0 version to help you land clients to sell your ADA compliant services. So what does that mean? What's ADA compliant? That means Americans with Disabilities Act was put in forth by the government and basically states that if you're a business, you need to make your website more compliant to people with disabilities. That includes people who are deaf, people who are colorblind, people who can't see well. Yes, this is a real thing, and yes, people are getting sued for not putting this forth. Now, I'm not saying that like your website with like a small amount of traffic is actually going to be sued by anyone or by the government. This is mostly like bigger businesses that are getting sued, and unfortunately, mostly it's because they have money and people just want to take money from them. It's the way it kind of works here in America. But unfortunately, this is a thing that's happening. People can sue the business if they were a disability. They try to go on the website to order something, they couldn't get it. They could sue them. The government could sue them if they wanted to or not. This is a real law you can look up. So this software isn't so much for your own website unless you're getting tons and tons of visitors. This is more for selling to bigger businesses that are afraid they might be sued. They need to get compliant. Or they're actually at risk. They make enough money that they're actually at risk for someone suing them. So an example of how they could be sued was, say, you find a plumber company, someone who's deaf attempts to get their plumbing fixed or their heating fixed, their heat goes out, they can't read the website, it's not ADA compliant for deaf people. They get really cold and get like a sickness that lands in the hospital. They can sue the plumbing company because they were deaf. So what you can do is you can go ahead and help these businesses avoid lawsuits. The way you do that is all you have to do is log into the software. This is the home section. Hit get started. Just enter your website here. I'm going to show you one that I have this set up on. And then what you have to do is hit next and copy this code, and you can go ahead and customize some of your settings. Now I have a website here that has the ADA compliant on it. What it will do is show up as this little box up here, and if people click it, they have all these accessibility settings that the government says you need to have in place. For example, if you can't see, you're blind, you can change the site to text to speech, so it will read off the text. If you're colorblind, it will change the color fonts to display in colors that you can read. You can magnify things if you're a senior citizen and have disabilities. You can make the cursor bigger or smaller, like this. Basically, there's all these different things, and you can customize these. And all you have to do is tell businesses that you will install this on their site. So ADA Compliant 1.0, ADA Comply software, basically put this little widget on the site. Now the 2.0 version allows you to find people who need this and are at risk of being sued. The way they do this, the way you can help them, is you can go to search businesses. Enter a keyword like the plumber example, find plumbing businesses that are making a decent amount of money. They could be sued by someone who is blind. Choose any location. We'll just pick any location here. And then hit submit search. It's going to go out there and find plumber companies and show you how much they're actually making, how much the software estimates that they're making each year. All right, so here's one. They're making quite a bit. Zern Plumbing Service in Atlanta. This is a website, and we can go ahead and view all their information. And then with one click, we can generate a web accessibility report. Basically, the software will take the URL, go through it and see, hey, are you making it accessible for blind people? Are you making it accessible for colorblind? Like, how big's the cursor? How big's the font? And then you can generate these compliance reports. So here's one I did for JV Zoo. Let's view it. And you can see they're at risk of being sued for a number of things. For example, here's one that's low severity. Here's one that's bigger. This has to do with like the color blindness. It's not colorblind friendly. This one is contrast is really bad. They need to make stuff bigger. And you can go ahead and export this PDF and then send it to them. So you can say, hey, you guys are at risk of being sued. There's this real thing called ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act. We can just install this for like $500. It's just a little thing that's going to appear at the bottom of your screen, and then you're good to go for years. You just pay us a yearly fee to maintain it. And it's pretty easy. All you have to do is copy that code in one click, and then you're done. So it's a pretty easy sell. And I imagine if you message a lot of those businesses, you're going to at least get a couple that just want to be safe and want to have the disability thing. And you can send them this lead report that shows, hey, yeah, you are at risk for getting in trouble. So if this is something that you want to add to your portfolio to sell as a service, you can definitely do that. I think 10,000 businesses got sued, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more coming up. So there's definitely opportunity here. Now, if you already have this and you want to upgrade to the lead search, which is really cool, you can buy it through my link. You can click through my link, and then there'll be a coupon for upgraders on the site. If this is your first time buying it, then you'll just get access to the 2.0 version with everything I just showed you in this review. Now, there will be some upgrades, including like agency license and a way to white label this so you don't see like ADA comply whenever agency clients log in to set up the things for themselves. And you can check that out whenever you buy the front end version afterward. Just want to be transparent and tell you that there are some OTOs that you will be shown if you want to get access to or not. So overall, that's how it works. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this cleared up what exactly ADA Comply is, what type of business it would specifically be right for, and I'll talk to you again soon.